Welcome everybody, it's Element. In this video we are going to be talking about Rave in the Redwoods, and we're going to be talking about more specifically a feature that we actually found out about through the trophies that were released earlier. Before I actually continue into this video, probably going to be one of the more surprising things we actually play the map, so if you guys don't want to be spoiled any of these more bigger surprising things, then I recommend you click off, but if you guys don't care, then we will continue. So what this actually is called, it's called Rave Vision, and it's really cool, and we've actually seen this being used before inside the two trailers that we got. What happens when you actually use it, and I'll be explaining how we believe that you use it in just a second, but when you do, the map gets really colorful and just it's all this really bright stuff that we actually see inside all the trailers, and that's why the map looks different at certain points in time. So first, let's actually talk about how this actually works and how you actually get it. So similar to the glasses from zombies in Spaceland, you have to kill zombies and they'll drop these packages, but instead of just getting them and putting them on, you have to actually take them to these fireplaces or whatever they are, and then you have to go and interact with it probably, and then you'll actually enter into Rave Vision. And this is what I'm confused about, if that it's going to be like the sunglasses where you have them on until you decide to take them off, or it could be something more like maybe the afterlife mode from All of the Dead. I'm not too sure exactly how it is, if it's going to be timed. I think it's going to be timed. Let me just actually read you guys off what the trophy actually says. So the trophy is called Hallucination Nation, and it says, in the Redwoods, stay in the Rave Vision for 5 minutes after scene 10. So it does seem like there's going to be a limit on it, how long you're going to be doing it, but at the same time it makes me think that it could be either way. I'm just not sure, but we'll have to see when we actually get the map. So anyways, let's talk about one of the really cool features of this Rave Vision. This was what got me so hyped for the map when I first heard this. Like, I was interested in the map before, but this one actually, I heard of it and it was just like, oh, this is so cool, because I thought of this feature before. I actually thought of it through the beast mode, or more like the afterlife mode from All of the Dead, and I thought the afterlife mode was pretty cool, but it was nothing, like, there's nothing really to do there except just do things for like doors, perks, and just things like that. So it was just something you had to do, and there's nothing really stopping you. It wasn't really anything too much like you were too scared to do it or anything. But this Rave Vision is just so cool, because when you activate this Rave Vision, and this is why this trophy actually says you have to do it after scene 10, it's because when you're actually activating this Rave Vision, the boss zombie, or at least one of them, is actually going to be chasing you. It's the only time he can be chasing you, and he's called a slasher. But of course, there's something called a super slasher that's probably going to be able to be seen with or without the Rave Vision activated, but that's besides what we're talking about. So anyways, the normal slasher is actually going to be being able to be seen if you have this Rave Vision on, and I don't believe he can attack you unless you have the Rave Vision on, but I could be mistaken about that. But anyways, what's really cool is what they actually said is that if you're playing on co-op, and if only one person has Rave Vision activated, they can only see it. The other player, if they're looking at it, it could be right in their face, but they can't see it. This is why it made me question if it could actually hurt the characters that are not inside Rave Vision, but it's interesting. We'll have to find out when we actually get it. But just, this is so cool, because you're probably going to be doing things like special tests inside this Rave Vision, but there's also going to be the slasher after you. So it just seems so cool. I've always thought of something like this for the zombies mode, and now that they actually done it, I hope it's going to be as cool as I think it is, but we'll have to see when it actually comes out. But one thing I did decide to mention inside this video is actually another trophy that they actually put inside here, and it's pretty interesting. So what it says, in Rave in the Redwoods, kill the slasher with his own weapon. So it's pretty interesting that you're going to actually maybe be able to kill the slasher, because I thought maybe the slasher can't die, and that's why he's going to keep forcing you out of the Rave Vision, because you don't want to be in there, because you're probably going to get killed by the slasher. So I thought that's how it's going to work, but it looks like you're actually going to be able to kill him and actually take his weapon, and then I guess another one will spawn. You have to kill him with his own weapon. So it's pretty interesting, and I really can't wait to see how this Rave Vision is going to work. But anyways, tell me what you guys think about this Rave Vision. Tell me if you guys get pretty hyped for it, and anything you guys actually think about it. Go ahead and tell me what you think about anything at all inside Rave in the Redwoods. But if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and thumbs up. If you guys want to stay tuned for content similar to this, go ahead and subscribe. But I'm gonna go, and I will catch you guys on my next video.